So for our final speaker, it's a real honour to welcome Yogi Ashokananda to Alternatives for the first time. Yogi is an expert and pioneer as a practicing master of yoga and meditation. He's a Reiki master and teaches UK and internationally. He is a supporter of the Ashok Tree Foundation, and he is here to talk about the power of alignment. So please give a very warm welcome to Yogi Ashokananda.
Namaste, everybody. Thank you. You know, one thing I really not understand in life is why we always look to the negative side of our life. We always understand there's something wrong with us. There's always also the other side of the coin as well. So, I remember a very early story of my life when I was in a primary school. I grew up in the village in the northern part of India. Can you hear me okay? Okay. As my beard really makes it very quickly. So when I was growing up, I used to see my classmates. My classmates, sometimes when you live in a poor environment in the countryside, you always want to be recognized or validated. Do you like to be validated? Can you put your hands up? I don't think anybody who doesn't like to be validated. Everybody likes to be recognized somewhere and how. No? You like to feel yourself that you have something inside you that you can offer. No? You like to feel that you like to offer something to somebody? That's the biggest thing we make it. Maybe sometime think about you like to offer to yourself. Maybe sit down with yourself, maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Just be with you. There's nobody else there who can give you anything, I promise you. Nobody else in the world. What you have is nobody else have, is yourself. Make sense? So I remember very early days that the children used to take things out of somebody's bag. When the classroom started, put the hands up, say, teacher, I found that today. That somebody is missing already, maybe the pencil, the bookcase or something. The teacher said, oh, I am missing something I have lost out of my bag. The teacher goes, well done, you are such an honest boy or the honest girl. Really, really, really nice. You are a great example for other people. But I knew in the back end what exactly have happened. And I used to feel very little inside myself. I thought maybe I can try one day, but I cannot steal. I cannot take things out of somebody's bag or take it from somebody's pocket to get my back being patted. So what I did, my father had a shop. I went along. I take a little, what you make, the geometry, the per card, like they make round circles of it. I take it out of brand new. I walk in. I make it really look like old, put a bit of sand on it, put muddy on it, some ink pen. I went, teacher, I have found that. There was nobody to claim it. Then there was nobody to claim it. There was no drama about it. There was no appreciation about it, that you have done something great in life. Then the teacher said, it's okay, no problem. You can sit down. Nobody owns it. You can put it in a lost department. What happened? Teacher took it to himself, using it in a classroom. So I said, I really lost. Then I realized that day, in our life, day to day, everything we encounter, somewhere and how, we seek a validation. No? We seek a recognition. Recognition comes out of fear, which everybody talks about it. Actually, it's not the fear. It's about you want to feel that you can contribute something. And given the circumstances, we don't even have a mind. What you can give? Do you have something you can give? You're seeking constantly from somebody else to give somebody. Do you think you have a mind? Anybody who can say who have mind? I would like to know. Do you have mind? Do you have mind? How many of you have mind? Everybody, only few people have mind amongst everybody. Yeah, your head, mind. Not the head I'm talking about. I'm talking about the mind, the something that triggers you inside, make you feel alive. You understand? So who have mind? It's still half. It's good to be mindless actually. It's really good to be mindless. It makes you think that there is no worry about it. I remember a friend who was actually Jewish. I really like Jewish people. No racism and then no to the religion perspective. And I had a great friend. He was a Jew from South Africa. I met him in London. We were talking. Every time he asked me, I want to learn meditation. I want to learn meditation. I said, I can teach you meditation, no problem. He was working in IT department. Now he works in Hong Kong. I asked him, sit down quietly with me for 5 minutes. If you can follow me and accept what I say, I can teach you. He said, oh, no problem. I can sit down 5 minutes with you. We sit down together. I said, what do you have? I said, I have 2 companies. I said, how much do you earn? I have a house. I earn plenty. I said, for a moment, you sit down with me. Your eyes are closed. Imagine your both companies disappear. Absolutely finished. There's nothing there that you cannot relate to. He said, okay, I can imagine that. I said, you don't even know anything that you are a IT person. I said, okay, I can bear that. You're standing on the cliff. You're standing on the cliff and no clothes on, absolutely naked. He said, no problem, I can stay, I can bear that. I said, imagine in the dark surface, the cliff is falling. Do you understand? So the cliff also broken into the dark space, into the unknown space, infinite space, and you are falling. What will you do? He said, I will try to find something I can grab the string. I might find a little vine. I can hang on to it. I said, that's where we make a mistake. When you fall, you enjoy the fall. When you're meditating. Make sense? No? So what happened, every time we go into meditation or inside yourself, we like to create a relationship. We like to validate it to the something either we have heard or we have known or we have seen. No? That's how we meditate. No? When you meditate, what you do? Well, I had a meditation experience last month or yesterday. I would like to recreate the same thing. Most of the time you go to a food cafes or eat the food, you have tasted the food or you heard about it, you want to have same experience again. How is that possible? Your life starts with you. It cannot start with my place. No? Your life will start the way you are. If I tell you that is the meditation, that's how you will experience, and what will be the outcome of it, that is not authentic enough. Authenticity is inside you, not inside me or inside the teacher. If you're talking about power, power is inside you. Nobody can give you. Nobody can teach you to meditate. Meditation happens the time you let go. Time you drop absolutely everything, every identity, every relationship that comes out of the fear or out of the validation or out of seeking. Did you follow? No? It becomes confusing, complicated? Okay. I give you the few things like with the hand, the fear, the alignment. Alignment? Subject about alignment. We talked about meditation. So how you can align it basically, physically? Somebody can balance the body weight on the thumb and he got perfect alignment of the body. If the guy doesn't feel scared, he obviously does. He feels everything. Alignment is not physical. Alignment is more mental. It's mind inside you. If you can feel emptiness inside you, you show your third eye. Everybody know about third eye? Anybody who doesn't know about third eye? You know, we all know about third eye. So what happened, you see the third eye, immediately when you close your eye, you look inside, you see a light immediately, a third eye. Maybe there is no light. Maybe just a space. Why immediately relate to something that you've seen or read or heard? Maybe let it happen. Drop the idea that you know something. Let it occur inside. Because if you believe that you are the source of the every strength in life, and you start creating it constantly, you miss the possibility that was something greater was taking place at the time. Did we together? So for example, I'm meditating today. I'm having a great experience. There's something, maybe something wonderful might happen today. But I'm busy recreating the yesterday's experience or either somebody else's experience I have heard and read. I'm engaging to go there. But I was going maybe a lot more deeper, a lot more further. I missed the opportunity to getting to know what was happening at the time because I was busy creating something from the past. So maybe 20 minutes every day or 10 minutes every day, sit down quietly. There is no projection, no expectation, no judgment of you. Just sit down inside the body and you feel. What do you feel inside you is the same thing outside you. You know, alignment is like, you know, the beads. We all wear sometimes necklaces. You wear necklaces? Anybody makes necklaces? We all art and craft people. See the seed. If the seeds are not aligned, thread cannot go through it. It cannot become a beautiful necklace. So basically, all you have to do, align your senses with yourself. If your senses are with you, you can have a greater alignment. The moment your senses are not with you, there's always going to be some disalignment. You want something, but you feel something else. No? You feel inside completely, totally different inside, but you are doing something different. The two people, split personality, I call it. Or I can call it sometime you inside totally different person, and outside you project totally different person. That happens due to the lack of alignment of your inner strength not projecting outside. You are not honoring enough yourself. It's not about, nobody can teach you to honor. I cannot teach you to honor. I cannot teach you to meditate either. Meditation is inside you. Every technique is just a process. Every technique is just a kriya. Like you came from home to the place, you took the train. Train is the meditation. Train is the process. But you are the meditation who was inside the train. It makes sense? So, the best part, if you feel inside the body, the space, the hollow, let's take the balloon. Inside the balloon and outside the balloon, same space. Inside her, inside me, inside you, everybody collect the same space inside the body. Nobody have any difference to it. Only matter, the difference is how much you own your space, how much you know your space, how much you live inside your space. Sorry, make a noise again. Okay. Is somebody talking or is it the microphone? So, what happened? How much you can feel the emptiness inside you. It's not about collecting. Programming. Today you program something different. Few days later you got bored with it. You want to change it to the new step. You want to program yourself again. When you are a baby, when you are a child, you're so innocent, so sweet, because you are not programmed at the time. Do you understand? How happy you are. The most happiest moment of your life when you are not programmed. When you are meditating, you are not functioning with any operating system of any mind of anybody else's information. You are with yourself. So it means you are absolutely unprogrammed at the time. So I believe no need to program, maybe deprogram yourself and have enough software at all inside the body, in your head. You feel a lot greater. You feel a lot more lighter. No? So what you can do every day, sit down. Inside the skull, you have a head. Inside the head, imagine the ceiling. And outside the head is the roof. You breathe inside, top of the head, inside the ceiling, and exhale from top of the head. So there's a very tiny layer of the space between the inside and outside. So when you can find that space, inside and outside, you feel a lot more aligned. The mind is not in our head. Mind is in our senses. Mind is in our body. Mind is in our body. Your whole body is the mind. There is no monster outside of your mind or sitting inside your head. Their body is the pure mind. If you can feel the body, if you can feel the openness inside your body, you can feel your mind. So your senses give the information to outside. Your senses receive the information. Your body is the biggest sense. Your ears, eyes, nose, skin. There's only 5 ways you can receive information and give information. There's any other 6 way? Either hearing, either watching, or reading, smelling, or the touch. There's no other 6 way you can give information or receive information. So your body is a mind. If your inner strength, your inner self is totally aligned and connected with your senses, means you are living fully. You are totally aligned with your inner spirit and reflecting an outer reality. If there is a blockage in any sense of the body, you will find there is some malfunction is happening. There is something is not working really right. So all you have to do inside, feel this space. Give you simplest example. You were born from the tummy. That is your real mind. Your mind is not in the head. Your mind is inside the guts, your tummy, your belly button. What is the source of your life? You think your head came first? No, belly button came first. That grows into the head. Your spine got created, your nervous system, from central nervous system. So this is collective mind, information you accumulate constantly. Every information you get, it just gets stored in the head. And that becomes the part of the body. But your real mind, the child mind, your primal mind, the primordial, real, your own strength is in your guts, not in the head. Your whole head can constantly change. Today something, tomorrow something else, a month later something else, year later something else. You're constantly changing. Changing the faces, changing your programming, changing the way you think, changing the way you live. You constantly change. You spend your whole life changing. But when you sing into yourself, when you are really connected to your belly button, the moment you connect to your belly button, you can find the strength. You know, the belly button is the source of your own mind. This is the mind from outside, that collect information from outside. Third eye. Mind of projection, that can be affected, that can be influenced, but your mind inside the guts, it always speaks the truth. It always speaks the truth. Everybody says in every culture, feel your guts, your gut feeling. It's not a saying, it's the reality of your own strength. What happens when you get scared? Your belly button goes really rumbly. If you get scared, fearful, what happened? Your tummy gets unstable. Either you get constipated, or either you get a runny tummy, or you feel like you got butterflies in your guts. Anybody get a butterfly when you get scared? We all feel it. We all feel the same emotions. Emotions are the same. I'm aware of my time as well. So I would like to give you 2 things. You know how to centralize yourself. If you can align, can I take a few more minutes, okay? Everybody okay for a few more minutes? I give you 2 things to take you with you. You can hear the stories for your rest of your life, not gonna change anything. Until you implement, take something with you, and sit down with yourself and practice it. Then there's chances. But don't do it with expectation. Don't do it with projection. Be open at the time as you are, how you are, and be available. It's not about you can create it. Being available is more important. You are waiting. You don't know when you're going to see God. You don't know what's going to happen next. If you are available, waiting for something to happen, but you don't know when it's going to happen and what is going to happen, that is a meditation. Totally presence with unexpected, not expecting anything. You are available, not creating, not expecting, but you are there, waiting with great patience, with no expectation, trying not to create. And something's going to happen, but you don't know when it's going to happen and what is going to happen, how it's going to happen, but you are there waiting fully, available. That is a meditation. If you can sit down, that emotion, that feeling inside your heart, aligning your belly button and your head, in both collapsing into the head. One breath into third eye, exhale into the heart. One breath into the tummy, exhale into the heart. Make sense? No? Keep your hands at your heart chakra, or you can press them really well into each other physically. Right palm and left palm pressing into each other. And mentally try to separate them. Can you separate them? Press them really well physically and try to separate them. Separate them. What happens? Your whole emotion, everything collapses into your heart chakra. Stay in that motion maybe 5 minutes. Or if your mind starts talking, cannot control it, get your left hand really, really tight as you can, tight fist, as intense as you can make it. When your mind doesn't listen to you, make a really tight fist. Immediately comes back to the body. It's psychologically as well. Because your left side of the brain is all thinking part, chatter happens. Right side of the brain is a lot of creativity happen. Disalignment happen when your right and left side of the brain are not coherence. The moment you feel coherence in the body, left side of the brain starts functioning, you feel a lot more together inside the body. Life is about creating the coherence, male and female, yin and yang, right and left side of the brain, right side of the brain. When they both function together in coherence, you can manifest anything. You can find a greater alignment of the male and female energy in the body. The creativity and your thinking. When the both doesn't align together, you can be thinking 100 things every day, but you cannot do anything. You are very creative, but you cannot make a decision about it. So when the both align, you have a greater perspective. So thank you very much for coming. I deeply appreciate. If you'd like to know more information about it, there's some things. And I really appreciate for Alternatives to inviting me to come here. Thank you for everybody coming and other speakers. Thank you very much. Namaste.